welcome. Were you picking your nose?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Hello everyone, welcome back to Foster the Meeple, a channel all about
board games and dragons.
Exactly. Right. Not just dragons. Cute dragons. Like the cutest dragons.
They're cute.
We are here today with another pumped up
Gamefound. Gotcha.
And today's video is on the channel Dragon Eclipse from Awaken Realms.
Look at it.
Look at it. Would you just
It's a prototype.
It's a prototype, by the way. This video is sponsored by Awaken Realms, so thank you to Awaken Realms for sponsoring this preview. Now, we are going to be giving you a little taste, a little preview of what Dragon Eclipse is all about, okay? As per usual, starting with the overview, then we're going to dive into a little discussion. We're going to talk about some dragons, etc. So let's jump into the overview. Welcome, brave adventurers, to the enchanting realm of Dragon Eclipse, the captivating board game designed for 1 to 2 players. In this mystical world, you'll embark on a journey filled with mythical beasts and ancient dragons as you unveil the secrets of a fateful eclipse that forever altered the course of history. Prepare to immerse yourself in a breathtaking world teeming with wonders and perils. Are you ready to unveil the mysteries of this treacherous land that awaits your discovery? Set forth on your quest where vivid landscapes come to life and where majestic and unique creatures roam freely. These creatures can be your companions, your rivals, or even your adversaries. Your choices will shape your destiny. Engage in epic battles with the creatures you encounter, harnessing their unique abilities and unleashing your tactical prowess. Each creature possesses a distinct deck of cards for combat, providing a multitude of strategic options to master. Choose your cards wisely and victory can be yours. But beware, for the world of Dragon Eclipse is as treacherous as it is awe-inspiring. Hidden perils and ancient secrets lie around every corner, waiting for daring souls like you to uncover. Are you prepared to embark on this extraordinary adventure? Will you conquer the challenges, tame the legendary beasts, and reveal the secrets of the eclipse that changed everything? Gather your courage, summon your wits, and step into the world of Dragon Eclipse, where magic, myth, and destiny collide. And we're back, and now the game is there.
'Tis.
Just like dragon magic.
It's weird how that happens.
Crazy how that happens.
And
now,
we don't do it.
We don't do it. It's
happens.
the dragons that do it.
Mm-hmm.
Every single time. Every of the time it's the dragons. Would you like to give the start off the discussion?
You are playing as a monster tamer, and you are going to be going around this world, interacting with said world, with different map locations and areas that you can visit through an adventure book, journal, and as well as a bunch of different map locations in this storybook that you can visit. Finding monsters, fighting monsters, and potentially taming them in order for them to join your crew. Mm-hmm. This game is played in 2 phases. The first phase is basically what I just said. You're going to be interacting with a journal, with a storybook, and a map. The map locations are going to have a bunch of different locations that you can go visit and interact with, and it's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure style narration. Those locations might unlock items, silver, for you to buy items. You might interact with new characters, perhaps, that you can interact with, secrets. There's secret locations that you can discover. And then the second portion of this game is basically a arena battle. So you're going to play out an arena battle via monsters. So it's basically a you v them, kind of like
your monster versus
you're a tamer with a monster fighting another monster, and basically you can lose to that monster, you could defeat that monster, or you can tame that monster and they join your little crew. Again, anything familiar sounding here.
You could catch them.
Anywho, it's a very simplistic rule set. It's not overly complicated. The battle, again, keep in mind we've played only a few scenarios. Mm-hmm. It is a prototype. There's still work to be done and that sort of thing on the game. Mm-hmm. But everything we've experienced in what we have, very simplistic rule set, very accessible.
Mm-hmm.
The game brings you into the story in a really cool way.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to mention that this prototype, we only had the solo
Mm-hmm.
variant. So I don't
Only
know
has solo.
what the 2-player variant's supposed to be,
Mm-hmm.
but primarily solo experience for us.
You're going out, you're catching and taming monsters, you're doing little fights and stuff. There's action cards that you have, and you're also like growing and developing, I should say developing your deck as you go along. So maybe you have a battle and then it might tell you to put a new action card into your deck, but you have to exchange it with another card. So you're kind of upgrading. Why? Because you're such a good monster tamer and trainer that your monsters are getting better and better in battle. Because I'm sure, now obviously we haven't played the full game, so we only have the prototype, but I'm sure that there are more difficult monsters that come out. So you need to like upgrade your monster and all that good stuff.
There's also like booster packs, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't had the chance to open any yet, but like as you interact with the story, there's like booster packs that you can open.
Yep.
Which I can only imagine what is in those things.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's an ever-evolving kind of narration with card play and different monster types. But yeah, in traditional like Awaken Realms produced craziness.
Mm-hmm. There's also a little like binder that you can keep your caught cards in, keep your caught monsters in, your tamed monsters.
Your tamed monsters
so you're kind
go
of like,
into a binder.
You're kind of like collecting them. It's almost
like a collection of monsters.
like a collection
and
of
they
monsters.
have numbers.
Like Filofax.
Yeah.
Kind of, almost. Anyways, we did play this solo with a twist, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially Jeff controlled the story. I played the game out solo.
Mm-hmm.
But so you can definitely do that cooperatively even in the solo mode, I would say.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and as Jeff mentioned, not overly complicated, very, very quick to learn, dive into. My expectation is that is probably going to, the complexity will probably grow as the scenarios continue, as you learn the mechanisms and all that good stuff. There's decisions to be made, there's stories to be told, there's NPCs to interact with.
There's a ton of world.
Lots of world.
I don't know where they're going with this game long term.
Mm-hmm.
But I can imagine, based off of other Awaken Realms, open, like, Tainted Grail, ISS Vanguard, like, it's going to be interesting to see where they go with it.
Mm-hmm. So, Jeffrey, who is this game for?
I think this is going to be for a wider spectrum of gamers than I think most Awaken Realms games traditionally would be for.
Mm-hmm.
Just based off of, again, what feels like a fairly light rule set.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're going to have kids that enjoy playing this kind of in the same way we did. So maybe a kid playing out and then a parent reading the story and checking rules and that sort of thing. But I do think a lot of solo gamers would be very interested in this. If you like story-driven narrative games, definitely one I think would be up their alley.
Mm-hmm. And it might not be for you if basically anything that Jeff just said makes you go, ew, I don't like that. That's probably a first start.
Mm-hmm.
It's very story-driven for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like very, very, so you're going to be in the book. So if that is something that you don't enjoy, think of things like Familiar Tales-esque, like reading a lot of story and making those decisions that could potentially change the way the story goes. So if that's not something that you're into, this is probably not the right game for you. If you like developing decks, like if you like developing and upgrading yourself, it could be a good fit. If not, maybe not.
Yeah, if you're looking for like super, again, like I don't know how deep they're going to get into this game, but if you're looking for like meaty game selection like Tainted Grail, like ISS Vanguard, I don't think this is it. This is definitely a lighter fare for them. If you're walking into this thinking that it's similar to those, you might be a little bit disappointed, so just keep that in mind. But it is very much like that adventure phase. You are reading from a book and telling yourself that story. It's very much so a story-driven game.
Yeah. Now, if you are interested in Dragon Eclipse from Awaken Realms, it is going to be live on Gamefound as of September 19th. So all of the information, everything is going to be listed for you in the description. So make sure to go down, check it out, see if it's something that you're interested in, look at all the pretty pictures and all that good stuff. That's typically how I make decisions. So maybe it is for you too.
Yep.
Anyways, if you're interested in other board games, not this one, maybe eventually it will come to your friendly local gaming store. This is going to Gamefound. If you're interested in other board games, first check your friendly local gaming store. For us, that is
The Boardroom Game Cafe.
Heck yeah, it is. But that's everything that we have for today. If you like snacks,
Lunch pack.
if you like us, subscribe. Like the video, all that good stuff. And we hope to see you again soon. And now we say goodbye. Goodbye.
Later days. What?
That's funny.
I'm just a creature of routine when it comes to these things, so anytime you throw me a curveball, I'm just like, what?
If you like us, I don't know. What should they do? Exactly. And today's video is all about... Oh my good Lord.
Yeah, I got a bunch back here, I think.
It's all over you. Hold on for one more day. Lizzie's kind of like a
I don't know
dragon.
if the Elsa's going to be able to stay there.
So essentially, like Jeff said, you're going out, you're catching monsters, you're taming monsters.
Yeah, you need to stop it.
I can't though.